This band? I like this band. I wrote it down so I don't forget who they are. Oh, I remember. Fucking Slay! Here I am. I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my precious little heart. The Big Four. I'm going to say the Big Five. I call it the Big Five from now on if you don't like that. I don't know what to tell you. Johnny Five's alive. You ever see Short Circuit? Any 80s people out here? It was about a robot. He was adorable. I like that little guy. He zipped around. That Wally guy's jank. Wally's jank. He's just a poor robot's version of Johnny Five. Johnny Five Part 2, Short Circuit 2, Electric Boogaloo, not so great. The Big Four, the Big Five. We talk Exodus, Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, you know, my favorite. But I want to sit here and go, who's got the best debut album? Most people will tell me, a lot of people tell me it's Show No Mercy. You think that's what I would say, being a Slayer superfan fanatic, having a Slayer card here. Look at that handsome fella. Hardcore Trading Cards. Go give him a follow on the gram. He's on the Insta. I don't think he's doing any of those poses with the duck lips. I don't think he's doing anything wacky like that. I'm spitting on computer screens. I got to get my act together. I'm a little aggressive, they say. But the Big Five, the album for me, when I look at the greatest, I mean, if we're talking Exodus, Bonded by Blood, that could easily be it. Kill 'Em All to me. I don't know why people don't go with Kill 'Em All right away. Show No Mercy's iconic. It's like killing is my business. With Thrax, I don't think, you know, same with Megadeth, and I'm a Megadeth super fan, as those who know me, and I love that band with all my precious little heart. But I can't put Killing as my business. They weren't there yet. To me, Peace Sells is the official first album from them. Kill 'Em All. A lot of people surprise me when they don't automatically go to Kill 'Em All. I get surprised by that. When I see a metal mom that doesn't want to hook up with me, it surprises me each and every time. It doesn't hurt my ego though, because there's a lot of lines of them around the blocks. By the McDonald's where we go for lunch, by the Wendy's, by the garbage cans where we have our caress, our special little moments. Kill 'Em All to me is a banger. I even have sometimes people tell me that it's Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and that it's Injustice for All, my favorite Metallica album. Injustice for Jasta by Jamie Jasta is pretty sick. That's got a pretty sick cover. That's a great album. You should go listen to that album. You should go to Milwaukee Metal Fest with me last year. I caused some near riots, and I'm proud of those riots. I'm proud of the fun and shenanigans that I like to do. And maybe they were peaceful protests at Milwaukee. It depends what side of the metal spectrum you're on. I don't know which way you're going to look at things. I don't know which propaganda you believe in. I say be yourself, by yourself. Stay away from me. Maybe Pantera said that. I do have the tattoo here. I have it there. You can see the little green. Go on one of my pages to find it. I don't know how to show you. I don't have to be an object of your eye affection all the time. But I look at that Bonded by Blood. Bonded by Blood out of those five bands. Show No Mercy. It's a tough one for me. It's a tough one for me. I'd like to know what some of you think in the comments section. But I'm going to go... if we're just doing Big Four, Kill 'Em All. If we're doing Big Five, I put Bonded by Blood above that. I think that's the most ferocious debut album ever heard in the history of metal, man, female kind, whatever thing your thing is. I like to go around and support everybody, guy, girl, whatever you identify as. I love you. I'll protect you. I'm the protector of all the metalheads. Maybe it's because I'm so intense, and maybe it's because I know all the cruelties of this world. But I'm going, if it's the four, Kill 'Em All. If it's the five, Bonded by Blood, some people ain't going to agree. They would think automatically I say Show No Mercy. And I love Show No Mercy. I love that album more than I love my kids. I love that album more than I love a Big Mac with a fish sandwich tie. The McFish is underrated. Is that what it's called? The McFish, the filet of fish? I call it the McFish. It's an underrated sandwich. It's got some type of fish product on there. Possibly cod, pollock, haddock. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe it's that pink slime. Remember the pink sauce lady? She was selling mayo pink sauce, and people were smart enough to buy it for $19.99.95, and they were buying that pink sauce, and they were unpleasantly surprised when it would get home, and that pink sauce would be all, like, fermented. It would look like a grizzly, like, not a metal mom, probably a grandma mom. It was all grizzled down there. It was all grizzled, and the goo was coming. It wasn't fun for anybody. I'd still try it, though. I'd still try it because anybody that knows me knows a really good thing about me. I got no class. I got no integrity. I just got the looks. I got the looks that kill. Someone should write a song about that. I got a little frog mallet tattoo. I've been getting a lot This summer, for some reason, I'm getting mad, crazy people asking about that tattoo. They just assume it's Pringles. That's when I get a little upset. I start Pringling in the store. What's Pringling? It's a new trend I started where I take the Pringles chips. I start throwing them all over the place. I smash them. I fill the Pringle bars. I fill the Pringles bars, the freaking cans with jelly beans, expired jelly beans from Easter. I buy on the jelly bean black market. It's really tough to find, but I'm going kill 'em. I love Kill 'em all. Four Horsemen, Whiplash, Seek and Destroy could be one of my favorite Metallica ones of all time. My favorite album of the Big Four, though, that's what I wanted to talk about by each band. And of the Big Five, I'm including Exodus. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go the Big Five. My favorite album from each: Metallica and Justice for All. And Justice for All. And Justice for All, Metallica. That album's dark. It's gritty. It's heavy. I get the bass problem. I get there's a problem with the bass. And if you got a problem with no bass, get some funky, fresh jams. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That's got some jams. Biz Markie. Oh, baby, you got what I need. And you say he's just a friend. Isn't that the worst when you're trying to nail or bang? Or when you're trying to make a friendship with a female and you get friend zone? Nobody likes that. It's not fun for anybody, is it? The friend zone is worse than the danger zone. Top Gun reference, Kenny Loggins. Great song, great movie. I got bored during Top Gun 2. People are going to get mad at me because I feel like a lot of people like it's just a great movie because it didn't like have a message and everything. But that doesn't make a great movie to me. I don't know what to tell you. And Justice for All, Metallica. And Justice for All, Metallica. That's my number one. I'm going to retitle this. Now this episode is the top 3 albums by each one of these bands. For Metallica and Justice for All, it's dark, it's gritty. One came out at, One is one of the greatest songs and one of the worst moments for them by a lot of people. First video. So they got a little, they went commercial with the Black Album. I love the Black Album with all my heart. I love that album more than your mom, more than your wife, more than your aunt, more than your girlfriend. I love that album more than Satan himself. Do I love the Black Album. Sad but true, when they play that live, I get all hype. Not a fan of the load or the reload. I think they are a load. But I'm not a fan of those, but that's okay. A lot of people are. That was Metallica's rock phase, and they did a great job. It's just not my type of music. No disrespect. I wish I was them. I wish I had the money, the fame, the fortune. I really do. I have the internet fame, though. I'm a worldwide international celebrity. I go out, people yell, I yell at them. I humbly love it. I can't get enough of it. Metallica. I go Metallica and Justice for All. My second album, Metallica, it's gotta be Ride the Lightning, For Whom the Bell Tolls, right off the bat. How sick is that in Zombieland when that song's playing in the beginning? I don't want to hear that Jimmy Fallon flute crap anymore. Take that flute, shove it up his ass. I'm so tired of the flute cover songs, and everyone sits there, these hags like, yay, Jimmy's doing something. Jimmy's doing something wacky. He's so wacky, isn't he? He's so wacky. I was just admiring all my tattoos. I could admire myself. I'm allowed to. He's so wacky. We got to hear. I just want to hear metal, uncompromising, brutal metal. But I love non-metal too. Those of you who know. I love my Duran Duran. I like my Bananarama. I like my 80s. I'm a child of the 80s. But I got to sit here and go number 1, Injustice. 2's got to be Ride. 3's Kill 'Em All. People will say this is sacrilegious. It's got to be Master. When I grew up, it was universally understood that Master of Puppets was number 1. Number 1. But then it changed to Ride the Lightning with the next generation. I don't know what's wrong with those generations. They don't know what penny candies are, bottle caps, bazooka bubble gum, Bonkers Candy, Mr. Belvedere, Mrs. Belvedere. Who was he banging? I'll never know. All I know is Bob Uecker was in that show. He did some stuff for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he had a real foul mouth if you do some deep dive research. Metallica and Justice for All, Ride the Lightning, and then Kill 'Em All. That rounds out my top 3. And then if I go to Megadeth, Rust in Peace to me could be the greatest thrash album ever made. That Rain and Blood from it. Rust in Peace is so technical. I wish they would have stayed in that sound for years. And I love I love Countdown. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I remember hearing that when I was in school. I hated school. I couldn't stand to be told what to do. It was hard, too, when you're the hottest guy in school, too. It's not easy for you. Rust in Peace is so technical. Marty Friedman does shit on there. It's unbelievable. It's fun believable, isn't it? It's not just unbelievable. It's fun believable. Rust in Peace. Can't this world rest in peace right now? Everybody war. Not us, though. Metalheads don't want war. We're lovers. We want to make love to as many as the metal moms as we can. We want to help your wife when you're not up for the challenge that night. If your girlfriend's unsatisfied, send them our way. We'll help them out tremendously. Metalheads are good like that. So I got to go Rust in Peace. Peace Sells number 2. That came out quick. And So Far, So Good, So What? Those are my 1, 2, 3 of Megadeth. So Far, So Good, So What? That's a criminally underrated album, and I get it. It came out after Peace Sells. Peace Sells had the better production. It was definitely heavier, harder, but I love So Far. And why, though? That's something that's good to talk about, too, sometimes. So Far, So Good, So What? The reason I love that album, I got that under the Christmas tree when I was a young tyke. At the time, I was into your Ozzy, Sabbath, Alice Cooper, Van Halen, all that good shit, AC, all the good stuff we like. But I needed something a little heavier, so I asked Sandy to take his fat ass to the CD store that year, and if he could fit down the chimney, bring me some metal cassettes, and I got So Far, So Good, So What under the Christmas tree. I remember seeing that album. I remember seeing that cassette under the tree, and just the cover and the feel that it was Megadeth. That hit me hard. That was like, this is some crazy stuff right here. I didn't know if I was ready for it. I was ready for it. I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. It brought music to my ears. So Far, So Good, So What is a great album. It's not as heavy. It's between two of the greatest iconic metal albums of all time. I get why it gets lost in the shuffle, but why don't you unshuffle yourself? Do the truffle shuffle. Lift your shirt up like Chunk. Do the dance around a little bit. Find Ye Intruders Beware. Something about One-Eyed Willie. The Goonies, Cyndi Lauper, good enough for me. Great album. Great song. Great movie. If they make a Goonies too, I'm not going to. What's with the gooning thing now? Everybody's talking about. Go up to your parents and ask them about the Gooners and the gooning. Don't say, they'll talk about the Goonies and they won't know what you're talking about. And that's the best thing about generation landslides, generation misinterpretations, the flux capacitor. Some youngsters don't know what it is. And the oldsters thinks the Goons is about the Goonies, don't they? So that's my Megadeth for my top 3. And then I'll go to fucking Slash! My favorite. Oh, those boys know how to rock. They really do. Right off the bat, for me, it's Seasons in the Abyss. That album was life-changing. That was my first Slayer album. That molded me into the man I am today, which some say would be a psychopath out of control, act my age. I'm never going to act my age. I don't like when people tell me what to do. I'm not going to act my age. I'm not going to act my shoe size. I'm not going to act your dad's jank junk sitting at 3 or 4 inches from what they say. I will act like your mom who's crazy behind the scenes. She's all hoity-toity in front of you, packing your box lunch, getting your Lunchables, going, hey, kids, do you want to watch the Care Bears? Man, you're like, I don't know what the Care Bears are. That's from 1992. But you know what I mean. And then behind the scenes, she's with me by the garbage cans at McDonald's. We're doing things I can't talk about this on here. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to upset you either. Seasons in the Abyss, number 1, easy for me. Number 1, easy for me. Number 2 is South of Heaven. Number 3 is Rain and Blood. Those are my 3. Those are my 3 Slayer classic, all-time greats for me. And I love the different sounds. People say Slayer sounds all the same. That's a stupid comment. You're a stupid person if you're saying stupid things like that. Is that derogatory? And I will not tolerate Slayer slander a year in the year 2024, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 2030 even. Such great albums, but those are 3. I mean, they come off Rain and Blood, which is insane, right? It changes metal forever. People will hate on Slayer. They'll say they sound the same. That's a stupid thing to say. They'll say Rain and Blood is generic. That's a really dumb thing to say. That's intense. That's heavy. It's hard to find an album that matches that intensity by any of the thrash bands. And to me, that's Bonded by Blood. That's the only one that can hang in that category. And I love all these bands and all those albums. But that album in particular, Bonded by Blood and Raining Blood, are just something different. Good, friendly, violent fun, they say. Snoochie, Boochie, Noochies for all my clerks and Jay and Silent Bob. You know what's going on. Snoogans, you know what I'm talking about if you don't go look it up on the Encyclopedia Britannica. South of Heaven. I know some people look down on that album because it came out after the most ferocious heavy album in metal history. But South of Heaven, the song alone is ridiculous. It's too good. It's too legit to quit. And Seasons in the Abyss, Slayer's video, Blood Red, the Madman's favorite Slayer song of all time. Iconic. I could easily shove Hell Awaits in there somehow. Divine Intervention. Divine Intervention is the most underrated album of all time. That should be considered in all those classic Slayer albums. I know Lombardo left, but the band still had the vintage sound and aggression. Go watch Ditto Head if you don't know that video. That song, Serenity and Murder, that album is ridiculous. Undisputed Attitude, the cover song. And we need to talk about that album because see like this ST logo I got on here? You know the band if you know the band, Mike Muir, legend, icon. All those thrashers, they love the punk scene. A lot of people back then were like, why isn't Slayer covering like Deep Purple or freaking Van Halen? I don't know. Because that punk scene really influenced these thrashers, and they were all a part of that scene. They were accepted more with that scene a lot than the 80s metal scene, which was glam dominated, which I love my Cinderellas and Rats and LA Guns and Warrants and White Lions and Great Whites. Everything was named White Snakes. That was my name. That was the nickname of my junk in college, White Snake. Oh, did the girls love it. They had those seniors. Oh, did they love to play with the White Snake. It was fun for everybody. You'd go in the dorm, and then if they ever needed stuff painted, I could help with that. It was just a time to be sitting. But that was my Slayers, and now we need to go to some Thraxes. Thrax, oh my God, do I love Anthrax. That band is so good. I love them with Belladonna. They're okay with Turban. John Bush, for me, sacred albums, years I grew up. I'm 48 years old now. Do the math when those albums came out. Sound of White Noise only. James Hetfield of the Mighty Metallica said, perfect song. That's a perfect song. That's the most perfect song ever written. It's perfect like me in every way. I'm ripped. I'm hot. My snake is loose. The goose is loose. The juice is loose for you old timers. The Bronco, the Ford, also a white Bronco. Too much white in this world. It's why we have all these wars. We got to change some things. I don't like wars, if you can tell. I think it's bullshit. I don't fall for the propaganda. It doesn't work for me. It'll never work. Was I supposed to wrap this thing? I don't fucking know. But anyway, number one for me. Now, Among the Living is Thrax's most heavy, aggressive. That's the King of the Thrashers album. A lot of people got upset with State of Euphoria. I love that album. I worship that album. Worship music, great Thrax. Number one for me, those Persistence of Time. To me, that's when Anthrax was on all fucking cylinders were firing. They got technical. They were making some messages about society. Belladonna never sounded better. They were type. Little we didn't know the scene was going to change. They were going to break up and history was going to change. That's my number one. My number two is State of Euphoria. It's State of Euphoria. Come at me if you got to come at me. That's a great, great album. I love the artwork on that album. I love the songs on any album. Number three is Among the Living. And number four would be Sound of White Noise with Bush. I'm going to break the Belladonna streak there. Number four, Sound of White Noise. That could be my number two. That album is ridiculous. Only is just insane. Room for One More, Black Lights. That album is iconic. But those are my top three. If you disagree, write me a letter. P.O. Box 172, East Brookfield, Mass. 01515. That's how you can get a hold of me. Send me pictures of your mom if you want to. I'm okay. I'll rate them. That's my top there. And then for Exodus. Exodus is going to be one. I don't even know how the band feels about this album because I know there was a lot of turmoil at the time. I love this album. My favorite Exodus song is Thrash Under Pressure. Thrash Under Pressure. Impact is imminent. That's sacrilegious to say to people as number one. I love that album so much. That album makes me so happy. I'm just reminiscing here being on my Trans Am when I was 17 blasting that thing. Bonded by Blood, number two. I mean, that's number one. Let's be honest here. But I'm saying for me, stuff that impacted my life. Impact, ironic. Did I try and make that little thing and self to say that about myself? I did. I was trying to make a funny limerick there. Pun intended. I'll pun your mom right in her little box. That's why that ain't little and it's kind of loose. But I love that album. Impact is imminent. Exodus was coming off some heat. The Toxic Waltz, Fabulous Disaster, one of my favorite Exodus songs ever. The tour, the Headbangers Ball Tour. Okay, you know, that was Halloween Exodus. That's a nasty tour, Halloween and Exodus. That's a sick, crazy combo. Two different types of music at the end of the day. Love that album. I'm going Impact is number one. I'm curious of Gary, what he would think about that. I don't know where he was when that album was coming out, but I love that album, Gary. I think it's a great album. I think about it all the time. It's like I can't take my eyes off that album like me. It's too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I sing that in the mirror to myself, by myself, the way I like it. Bonded by Blood. One of the heaviest thrashers, raw, brutal, in your face. That album knocks you the fuck out. That album punches you in the face. That album could beat the 100 Man vs. Gorilla. It would get them all. It would kill them all, pun intended, Metallica. Bonded by Blood is brutal. That artwork is brutal. I got my Kardashians one he did of that cover on the shirt. That's brutal. Number 3, I'm really going with. It's tough for me. It's tough for me. It really, really is tough for me with all their albums. They got great albums with Dukes. They got great albums with Sousa. I got to go Pleasures of the Flesh. I love the artwork. I love that album. I think that album that's a heavy fucking album. That's another album I was deep into in my teens. I love that album so much. But I'm going to say something. And I love Sousa and I love Exodus. But I was at Milwaukee Metal Fest screaming Slayers at the top of my lungs, and some of you at the top of your lungs with me. I blew my voice out. Time of my life, saw a million great bands. By the time I saw Exodus, my voice was shot, which was shitty because I could have caused a near riot with my Slayers in there, and we did some. Dukes is the best frontman Exodus has ever had. Dukes is in your face. Dukes is brutal. I think sometimes people give him a hard time because most of the classic Exodus albums during the time frame were with Sousa. But that's just the timing issue of where metal was at the time and where the bands were coming up. Dukes is heavy in your face. He bridges hardcore and metal, and that's something I like and respect. You want to bridge hardcore and metal together. Those are two scenes of the same scene. It's why I got a Hatebreed on here, a Misfits on here, yet a Maiden, a Slayer, a Motorhead, a Metallica, a Cooper. I got 2 Slayers. I got a Biohazard. I like Ice Cream. I love Lamp. I love your mom on a hot summer day when she's all drenched in sweat in her tube top bikini, and she comes jiggling by me, and she's like, "Madman, I need a shower." And I'm like, "I'll give you a shower, honey, but you're going to get dirtier." Because I like it dirty, and I like to rock. I want to rock! Someone should write a song about that. Dukes. You're wrong about saying Sousa, everybody, and no disrespect. No disrespect to Sousa and the things he did with Exodus. Dukes! You see Dukes, he's on stage telling us all to go fuck ourselves. Duke, yeah, this seems like some bull washing, but it's not. Okay, I don't know Dukes personally, I'm telling you. I was at the festival. I was blown away. That's for your dad. He still owes me $20. When he said I couldn't do 7 Metal Moms in 7 minutes, he didn't know I had no stamina. But I got to tell you, Dukes, the stage presence. And the thing you love about Dukes, this is what you guys get wrong about Dukes. People look at him, they think he's arrogant. They say that about me. They think he's too loud all the time. They say that about me. He's too aggressive. They say that about me. But I'm going to tell you something about Dukes. Watch when he came home. Watch him when he came home from the festival, how he is with his puppy. It was quite adorable. I tried ripping it off where I was filming my puppy doing that. But when I came home, my dog was tired and was like, "Hey, Madman, go fuck yourself." She was mad at me, little heavy metal puppy. She was pretty pissed at me for flat leaving it for a few days. I had to get out there in Milwaukee. I had to get out there. That festival was unbelievable. Pentagram was fucking ridiculous. So good. Jazz to 656. These bands were just destroying it. Trouble. Frozen Soul. Dillinger, that festival, I'll be back next year. That's my favorite venue, the Vineyard. You know those douchebags that go to Martha's Vineyard for wine, and they go on their yacht, and while you're sitting there eating clams, fried clams, fried fucking ravioli, because you can't buy the fucking steamed lobster and the raw oysters, because I do anyway. I buy both of them because I have no control and massive credit card debt. But us average people, you go there, you buy the fried food. First of all, it's delicious. It's fresh seafood, but it's fried, so it's unhealthy, which makes it better. And you want that coronary disease, right? Do you see what this world's like right now? Do you see these assholes trying to get you hyped up to cause more wars? They're fucking stupid. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick. And you guys know I don't usually talk about this stuff on social media, on my platforms. I am so exhausted from the bullshit. I have no tolerance for it. If you're choosing to side with any of these assholes anymore, you got to recalibrate your brain, reevaluate who you are. I've told both party people I know. Party people, that's a good dance song. I've told both people I know that are affiliated with both parties. You didn't hold the Dems accountable, right? You just like anti this guy. Now this asshole's being a fucking moron. Hold this part. No, instead everyone doubles down. How many people were at this march? How many people were at this parade? Who gives a flying fuck? Who gives a shit? I don't want to see innocent people getting slaughtered over assholes. I'm fucking sick of it. If you're metal and punk, don't choose a side. Go back to I'm old school. People will argue and go, oh, Megadeth was political or the punk scene was political. Yeah, it was anti-establishment, guys. It was anti-establishment. No one gave a shit what party you went. You went no fucking. There shouldn't be parties. That's fucking obnoxious. It should be a party in my pants only. That should be the first place. A party in your wife, mom, girlfriend's bedroom. I got something to show them. They're going to be disappointed. It's going to be a short time, but it'll be a good time for me. Stop aligning with that. It's like the same thing with the gatekeepers. Like, hey, let's all power metal's bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. That power metal shit could get on my nerves with the Yee and Shooters Beware and the Dragons and the Harry Potters and the Wizard Key and the Labyrinth. But it's sick shit. It's insanely talented. Those power metal guys can play at speeds I can't even imagine. I love some Blind Guardian. I love Demons and Wizards a lot. I love Halloween. I'm a massive Halloween fan. Powerwolf's been bringing the heat lately. I love hardcore, right? I love my hate breeds. I love my Jive Bomb. You ever hear Jive Bomb? If you haven't listened to Jive Bomb, it's because you're being weak. Don't be weak. Go listen to Jive Bomb. Female fucking fronted. That's what we need. More and more female. Oh, all these female fronted are industry plants. Your mom's an industry. My jock is an actually industry plant. It was planted to plant my seed in as many fucking metal moms as I could find. Go listen to Jive Bomb. Jive Bomb's the real deal. They're next level. They're fucking legit. Jive Bomb, I'm telling you, be on the ground floor for Jive Bomb, self-absorbed, torn open, all female fronted. That's where this scene's heading. That's where this scene needs to go. You're talking Jive Bomb, self-absorbed, D-Vicious. You want to see a metal icon? You want to see a metal icon you're going to regret? A metal hardcore icon you're going to regret not being on the ground floor with? That's fucking D-Vicious, let me tell you. She's vicious, all right. Torn Open, you got to check out Torn Open. They're going to be at the New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza. I'm going to have a jolly good time up there. I'm going to have some merch for sale, some shirts, some hot sauce, some molds of my junk. No, they didn't come in time. I'm going to have a lot of freebies for people. You know the madman. I just love hanging with everybody. I'll take pictures. I'll scream Slayers at you. People that were up there last year, I caused quite if that was nothing. You've seen nothing. I've got a new level of confidence. Phil will tell you all about that. The New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza with my second family. You know I got to keep bringing it up with Mortician, No Moss, Putrid. It's crazy. Cannabis Crypt, it's going to be a fucking crazy show. I can't wait. Torn Open, RSI, all these iconic bands in the making. RSI Retained Surgical Instrument. RSI, Cock Lobster, Kickstart My Cock. Kelly Clarkson's My Traps. You gotta. Okay, the madman's begging you here. He's begging you. Self-absorbed, Torn Open, Jive Bomb, RSI Retained Surgical Instrument, female-fronted icons. You're going to be fucking pissing and shitting and crying when you weren't on these bands while they were coming up because they're all exploding. Within the next couple of... These bands are going to be household names in the scene. You heard it here first. If you don't believe me, my junk's got something to say. Another band, local, you want to support your local scenes at all time. It's not easy. It's not easy for local bands, but in the scenes like thrashcore, grindcore, these are scenes, hardcore. These are scenes that's a lot of family-oriented, very protective of one another. There's a band in Central Mass I'm getting wind of. Some young guns out there. Reminds me of back when Harley Flanagan was a kid in the scene. But a band called Acid Crash coming out of Central Mass. I heard they're female-fronted, a band that's going to punch you in the face sonically. Pure aggression. I've heard some whispers about some music from them I may or may not have heard, and I'm pretty hyped. I want this band to come out and knock this scene right on its ass. Get up in the scene's face and let them know you've arrived. Let them know the madman's gonna spread the word. He's gonna spread this band like a disease. Because I love my local scene, and I need the youth of today to keep up the stupidity of us old heads, of us old school fucking people that were out there in those hardcore scenes, getting our heads cracked in, showing up at a death metal hardcore show, getting in fist fights and then hugging it out after. We love it. I love how this scene's coming together. I love the new bands. I love all of you. Can't wait to see you next time. We got some bands looming. I took a break. I needed to do some solo stuff, a lot of shit, a lot of travel going on. See you soon.